Okay, I can't even tell if this is like good lighting or not, but whatever. So I'm on page 315 of this book, and I just can't move forward with it. It's not bad. It's just like, I don't want to waste my precious time of my life to like read something that I'm not like 90 to 100% loving and enjoying. Do you know what I mean? And I hate to break it to all of you, but it's this book that is like the pinnacle of like the mother of dark academia. Apparently, this is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. This is the UK version. I literally waited like 2 or 3 weeks for it to arrive because I wanted this version in particular. This is how it looks. And the pages are like very, very thin. Kind of like the English version too. I just didn't like the English version, the US edition. I didn't like the cover like at all. And I thought this one was so much better. So the pages are very, very thin. This is what they look like on the inside. So this is how many words are in there. And then this is how like the next page looks. Like that. So here it is again. Secret History. And it's a matte. And this is not white. It's a very bright silver. And you can like feel it. So I had no idea, absolutely no idea what this was about. And I really appreciated that actually. I just know that everyone says this is like a classic to read. And so I was like, okay, what is this book? Because I like the dark academia vibe. I mean, it's not my favorite, of course not, but I do think it's awesome. Just because it's not my favorite doesn't mean I don't like it, you know? So I was like, what is like the epitome and the pinnacle of dark academia? So it's this, okay? Allegedly, that everyone says. I don't like the characters. Spoiler alert, okay? In case I spoil something. This is going to be filled with spoilers. If I spoil something, just so you know. I don't like the characters. I don't even like the main character. I feel like he's just like there. And then the other characters are just like, I don't know, I can't fall in love with them. Like, I don't like a single character. And so I kept reading and reading and reading, and I'm like, okay, certain parts are good. There are aspects to this that I do like, but there are aspects to this that I'm like, it's boring. And I don't mind a boring book here and there, but like this one, I'm just like, I feel like I've read a story like this before, or like I know where this is gonna go. I know where this heads. Even if it's completely opposite of what actually happens, I don't know. I'm going to DNF it. Like I don't want to waste reading another 300 and something pages because it's 600 pages long. So I'm just like not going to continue. And side note, before I forget, I'm also not going to continue reading Enchantra by Kaylee Smith. Not because it's bad at all. Actually, nothing to do with the story or the writing. But the fact that right now, I just like don't care to read about like demons and devils and things like that. When did I read Phantasma? I think I read Phantasma in December. For some reason, Phantasma in December was fine. And I thought Phantasma was such a great read. But this one, I don't know what it is. I'm not pulled to it. I'm not pulled to reading it. This one just came out too, I think this month. So it's fairly new. And I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. So it has like that chart. I like how the pages feel on this. So this is how that looks. It's very literally the same as Phantasma, I believe. And that's how the other pages look like this. I know it's mirrored, you guys. I know that. It's because I look so bizarre with the camera normal. I don't want to talk about it. It just doesn't look right. Do you know what I mean? So you're just gonna have to put up with the fact that everything's backwards. And because I already explained it in my other videos, but it takes so much time to upload on my other camera, which I absolutely love that camera, but like it takes so much time to upload a YouTube video, and right here on my phone, it's just faster. So I've been recording on my phone for so many months now. So this, spoiler alert, they have like a cult ceremony, like cult celebration. And I was like, here we go. Here we go. I like don't care to read about that. I don't know why. I just like don't care. And so the second I read that, I was like, oh boy, here it goes. Here we go. So they do that without the main character. At that time when they did that, he was very, very new to the group. So there's no way that they were going to invite him to that. Rightfully so, like duh. And so they end up getting so hallucinated. Yeah, so fucked. They end up getting so fucked from their cult ceremony, from doing all that stuff, whatever they were doing, that they end up killing a person by accident. And so that's like the story, right? And then they want to kill their friend Bunny, who is really annoying and just like pisses me off. I can't even stand reading about him. Honestly, this is not why I don't like him, but his character is like, he is not as rich as he claims he is. He's not rich at all, actually, but somehow he's at this prestigious academic school in Vermont. So that's that. So everyone has to pay for everything for him. That's not what I'm saying. That's not bad. You know, that's not why I don't like him. I don't like him because of the things he says and the way he acts towards others. It's very annoying. So that's why I can't stand him. So, sorry, I just got a text. Hold on. Sorry, I had to fix where my camera was standing. So they're trying to kill Bunny. I got to like act 2 or book 2 in here halfway, and they're trying to kill Bunny because they feel like he's gonna rattle on them and tell on them, and it's just like, I don't know, like I don't feel like reading this book anymore. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like, okay, to you book readers that are like, no, I can't live without the fact, even though I hate the book, I can't live without the fact of like, I have to finish reading the book. I cannot go on with my life without having finished the book because I'll rightfully be able to judge it and everything, right? For me, like, to me, it's not that serious. Like, I don't care enough to do that. And my time is so precious that I could be focused on writing my book. So, or reading another better book, you know what I mean? Helping me get inspired. So that's why I'm like not going to finish this, and I'm not going to finish Enchantra. I read like, I think 60 or 70 pages of Enchantra, and I wasn't like magnetically drawn to it like I was to Phantasma. So that's why I'm like, I'm not gonna, even if it does get better, then you know what? That's my loss, right? And maybe someone else, maybe a ton of people love these books from before page 300, and maybe someone loves Enchantra before page 60. That's for you, you know, that's your experience and your journey. But like for me, I'm like done. I don't care to figure out what else is happening. I feel like Julian, which is the professor, I feel like Julian's in on it somehow. And the whole thing already started to feel like a cult for me from the beginning because what is even the main character's name? I forgot. His name starts with an R. Richard. Richard is like basically begging Julian, which is the Greek professor, to attend his class. And I'm like, okay. So from the get-go, he's kind of already throwing himself into it, and the class can only be like 5 people at the most. I mean, that was already my indicator that they're like witches or something, but I don't think they are, but they are like very cultish. So I'm just not going to do it anymore. Like, whatever. Okay. So that's my review on The Secret History. I know it's an improper review because I only read half of it, but from what I did read, I thought it was okay. It's not bad at all. I can kind of understand why it's a classic, but like a lot of books that are classics that I have read already, a lot of them I don't understand why they're classics. And I feel like it's a game of like, oh my God. Do you know how like people on TikTok right now are like saying like, this is the book that you have to read, this is the book that you have to read, you have to read this, blah, blah, blah. I feel like that's what they were doing, but like without the internet. I mean, with the internet, but like without like social media. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like those books that were considered classics is like the books now that are going viral, trending, popular on TikTok. It's like the same story, like history repeating itself, but just like in different formats and at a different magnitude and at a different landscape. Now that it's like social media. So I feel like the same thing happened with the classics. I don't know, like honestly, I wouldn't even consider it a classic, to be honest, because I don't think it's considered a classic. But one that I really, really, really love is The Book Thief. And we were reading it during high school, and I think we had options between what books we wanted to read, and I chose that one, and I'm so glad I did. I just remember that book having such a strong impact on me, and like the POV of death. Like for example, if that is a classic, I don't know if it's defined as one or not, but that one is definitely something I would consider a classic. Everything else that I've read that's considered classic, I don't even honestly would consider it being a classic. I do need to read 1984. I don't know if I'm going to read that this year or not, but I really do want to read that. There's a new edition that came out at Barnes, and I want to get that one in particular because I like the pages. And if I like the pages to a book, I'll most likely read it. Because obviously that's my experience of the book. Do you know what I mean? And the pages to this was fine, but I don't know. I think I'm for sure DNFing it. I don't know what I'm saying. So that's that. And that's my rant about The Secret History and classics. Okay, bye.